Hey y'all. Hey, it's been a minute. First of all, yeah, I've been Happy New Year. I've been in jail, so I ain't voiding nobody. Um, you know, Misunfortune things and things like that. Since December, close before Christmas, that I've been in jail, and you know, um, I'm in the room. Um, I've been out since Friday, and I got some things that I have to attend to. So I just want to say something to people, and I hope this year is great for you. But I want to talk about what happened, and how do I go from here? Well, like I said, this was like close to Christmas. Um, I was trying to go to a homeless shelter, and I've been there before. But they act kind of funny sometimes. But this time it was different because there was a new guard that I'd never seen before. So um, I was there prior to that day, and he tried to stop me then because when you're dealing with the security guards, you're gonna have to take your stuff through the security thing, like at the airport, and they have to check. They have to check what you have to make sure you're not carrying guns or whatever. So I just rolled with the punches, and so he was like, "No, no." I'm like, "No, what?" And he was like, "You got I see something in here that shouldn't be here." And I said, "Well, what? Well, what?" And because it was kind of cold. It was really cold. So he was looking, and he's like, "No, no." That's all he was saying. I'm saying, "Well, which bag?" Because I had two bags, and I said, "Well, which bag is it in?" Well, he was like you know which one it is in, and I'm saying, "No, I don't, because I got a lot of stuff." You know what I'm saying? So, well, when he said, "No, I'm not checking that. Like, I'm not doing that." And so I'm like, "Okay, well." You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what's I don't know if he was joking, or this was really who he was. Like I said, I never seen him before, but there's the two other ones that I've seen before, and they never really gave me not a lot of problems. So when I went in there, when I went, the guy, the new guard that was giving me the trouble was saying, "Okay, well, you could just leave." And then I said, "All right, I will leave." And so the guard that knew me was like, "No, no, like, we can resolve this." So, but I was gonna leave. So when I went, they told me to hold on for a minute. He said, "What's in your the other guard?" There was another guard, so altogether we got three guards. The other guard that I'm familiar with said, "Let me check your bag." Excuse me. And so he looked in my bag. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. So when he looked at my bag, it was like, wow. He was like, because they're not supposed to touch anything. So I had to kind of say this was in here. So he said, "Oh, it was like my communion crackers, or you would say like soup crackers, but I use them for communion." So he said, "Just throw it away." And that was the one that was trying to work with me. And you know how they do their thing, when you're being targeted. But it's really narc abuse, but So the other guy, the guy that I was talking to, the one that was giving me the trouble, said, "You know what, I'm gonna call the police." And I said, "Well, call the police." That's what I said. And so, I'm not intimidated by the police. So when he called the police, you know, um, I had to wait. I had to wait to get there, and because I'm saying, I didn't do nothing wrong. I mean, because if being in this homeless shelter, there's a table where you can put food there, so it's not a crime to have food. But if I wasn't trying to sneak nothing in. I'm always on the go, so I be shoving things in my backpack. Usually I don't keep food in my backpack, but I did that day, and it's been there since I was at the other hotel. So I said, oh, okay, throw it away. I don't care. You know, but that's when they called the police, and they came, and I mean, I didn't know what else to do, and so when he did that, I just kind of was, you know, he didn't even ask. The police didn't even ask me anything. They just asked that guard, what was going on, and I was just like, you know, I'm trying to get in, so, and so I said this dude, and I said some cuss words because it's cold outside. You know what I mean? It was cold, so the guy was like, yeah, she's giving me trouble and stuff, and then he just said, well, let me see your ID, because my ID have the same thing on it, so the same address as the homeless shelter. My ID had the same thing. So, so I'm like, okay. So when that had happened, I just kind of let that, and then he just said, well, then, he didn't say I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. The police didn't say that. None of this time he's asking me anything. He just wanted the ID, and he just told me to turn around. And I said, well, he said something to the extent of leaving but not leaving. I said, well, I didn't do anything wrong. And he said, okay, well, then turn around, like he was arresting me. And I'm saying, you arrested me for nothing. So he turned me around, and he's putting, checking me or seeing if I had any weapons or whatever, So, I wasn't resisting, but when he put his my arm behind his back, like, he kind of lifted me up, like my feet was not on the ground. So when he lifted me up, I kicked over the signs, and so there was another officer, a female officer. So, they just took me out to the cruiser. Excuse me. And they was just going through my stuff, and he was saying, well, I didn't know they was going through my stuff, because the first thing I'm thinking is, don't y'all supposed to do this at the police station? That's what I was thinking, and so I mean, they had my arms pretty tight, so when they, cause I kind of got a mark on my arm. They kind of, I don't know if that was the cuffs or the little thing that they put on my arm, but when they was putting on my arm, it was so tight, I had to turn my back towards the window. But when he started asking me stuff, he said, "Do you want these?" And I'm like, they were like eyebrow shapers, and I'm saying, "What is you doing in my stuff?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why is you in my bag? I mean, if I'm getting charged with criminal trespassing, I'm not in there. I'm not going in to the place. So why you trying to throw my stuff away? So I just was like, So they drove me to the police station, and when they drove me to the police station, they checking my blood pressure, and it was high. They're claiming it was high, but probably because of stress. But I pretty much do. I work out. Y'all know I work out. I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't have high blood pressure, but that's rare for me. Because if you go to any of the fitness places, some of them they have heart monitor. You can check your pulse, and so I was kind of shocked that they was saying I had high blood pressure. They checked my blood pressure about almost 7 times. And so I'm saying, no, this is me. So after that, they just was asking me questions, like what, mostly about my health. They didn't ask me about anything else. So when I went to go get booked, because I'm not an everyday criminal. So, most people, since I've been in jail, um, they have it all down pack, and that's a shame. That they gotta literally they looking like, what's wrong with you? How come you don't know the routine? And I'm thinking, like, I don't get arrested every day. I don't. Or I mean, I'm not in and out of prison like this. I have been arrested before, but I'm not in and out of prison or whatever, jail. So they were kind of running things through me. I had two officers talking to me at once. One wanted me to take a picture. The other one was just I was supposed to be down there with them, giving them my contact information. I couldn't talk to anybody. I didn't get a number or anybody that I communicate with until probably January or close to the end of December. I'm not 100%, but keep in mind I came in here about the 21st is when I got booked. And after that, I didn't really have nothing else, to say. But I didn't have no contact number, and couldn't remember my numbers because I have a newer phone, and I still have things going on with my phone that I got to redo and everything. But anyway, so with that being said, it's just like, okay, so now I gotta deal with them, these jailbirds. I ain't scared of no one, no thing, but at the same time, I understand that that being in jail is a whole nother world, and it's a shame, and I'm gonna do a story on that. I've never seen so many, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm gonna have a story though, but I see that being in jail with all females, there's different personalities and spirits there that you're saying women are like this, because some of these women that's in these jails, they act like men, but I ain't scared of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I might have been, I be on my grind and I'm on my business, so don't play with me. Don't play. So anyway, I had to go through that. And when I'm asking people something, they're just looking over you, because I'm trying to figure out where, how can I get in touch with them and let my kids know that I'm in here, someone, and they're like, So it took finally probably like in January till I finally got somebody to talk to me, and they still kept trying to misuse the jail for like targeting, like narc abuse, doing certain things in the jail. They try to make me say, "Oh, are you scared?" And I'm not. I'm right in Marietta. That was Cobb County, corrections. But I got arrested at Marietta because Marietta is the one that be doing things. They done some things, So, I'm not going to make this I don't want to say a big deal, but it will be sound. The way that I was treated in jail, I should have been, been able to give me my contacts, but they took my stuff after I got out. I had the money to bail myself out, and I kept saying, okay, I have the money to bail myself out. So can I bail myself out? And they was like, they said, well, you got to have a co-signature and all these things. And I'm saying, I don't have all that. So they were trying to make it hard for me to leave. So I'm just like, they thought I was going to react or some kind of way, but I did not, I got some arguments, you know what I mean? I don't play, I don't go bothering people, so nobody bothering me. But, other than that, I hold my own, but I'm just saying I ain't fighting, but I hate, all that bickering and hollering. Like I said, I got something, to address about, these female, jailmates. You know what I mean? As a child of Yahweh, my rights has been violated. The way that some of the women carry themselves in there, like they try to act like they men, but they not. You know what I mean? And they gotta respect my Yahweh. How I feel, my Christianity, because there's some or more of them, on the alphabet community than actual righteous children. So, but I still hold my own. So, that's kind of a sum up of it. I did happen to get out. Everything is just so different. Right now I got a lot to do, and then hear things from the court, because I didn't go to court because I was just wanting to get the heck out of there. And I just wish people pray for me, but I know that me being there, I want to say it was meant to be, it's not meant to be, but it means something. You can't preach the gospel to people who don't want it. You can't tell people. You can only inspire, and there was a few that are inspired, and then there was the other ones that just want to be sitting back and doing the narc abuse thing. So with all that, I'm still gonna keep my head above, and that's why I put the Tupac thing on there, because you saying, why do you put Tupac? But hey, you know what I'm saying? They may get upset, but I'm trying to say that I was minding my business and I didn't get heard before I got arrested. They just arrested me. They just took what that guard said, and you know what I mean? And I didn't get to talk to my kids, and I'm still dealing with all this. And so that's just a little short thing, just trying to keep my head above. I got stuff that I got to do. I don't know how long it's been since I've been on here, but again, Happy New Year. I don't celebrate the holidays or nothing, but, the past is the past, but, some things, in order to bury it, you have to bring it to light. So, I just hope everybody good in the YouTube streets. I ain't mad. It's just something that's misunfortunate, but definitely the Lord is opening eyes and, judging and saying how things, a lot of times to get things changed, you have to voice it. And, a lot of things I had to keep saying, and it would get just frustrating that I had to keep saying it over and over every day. Can I get the phone calls? Can I get my numbers? And come to find out, my numbers was way across town, my cell phone, and my luggage was way across town, and that's all they had to say. Some people act like they were slow. They have no real value of customer service when they're talking to you. They're talking down on you or mistreating you, and so that's what I'm saying on that. So I hope everybody been well. So I'm gonna just get on off here. Hey, y'all want to interview me? Say something to me. What's up? How y'all doing? All right. Well, have a good night, everybody. Yahweh. Amen.